The world lost one of its greatest talents when Olivia left us. Now, I know it's especially painful for all the folks there in Australia, since she's one of your own. And as a country, you should be very proud and know that the whole world mourns with you. Now, I had the honor of singing with her several times, and I consider her a great friend as well as a fellow entertainer. And Olivia, to quote one of your songs, I honestly love you. And thank you for shining your light on us.
She was just a light in this world, which I think all of us feel. And I grew up with her, listening to her. I would perform her songs at school. I remember when I first saw Grease, I was like, oh, I want to be Olivia Newton-John. So to be able to pay tribute to her tonight is incredibly important to all of us. And I want to thank you for doing it. And we all send you our love, Livy.
Hi everyone, it's Pink. I met Olivia maybe 3 or 4 times, and I think that she was an absolute angel. She was one of the kindest, most present, just light-filled beings walking around this earth, and she always had a smile on her face to give you. And her career was incredible, but she will be very missed, and my heart is with her family. I know this is an awful time, and I hope that they find some comfort in just how universally loved she was.
Hi everybody, I'm Mariah Carey, and I am here because I'm a friend and fan of Olivia Newton-John. And I just want to give thanks for a moment here that she really affected my life. Like, as a little girl, I loved her so much growing up. Grease was probably the first movie I ever saw. And then I got to meet her later when she came and we performed together. I looked up to her so much, and I loved her songs. And when I got to meet her, she was just as nice as she was a star and talented. And I know she went through so much. And her humanitarian work, I just want to salute that and say that not everybody does that. We love you, Olivia Newton-John.
I first met Livy back in the late 90s at a songwriting retreat, and the first thing that struck me about her was she was exactly as I imagined she'd be as a person. No pretenses, no facade, just the real deal. Warm, friendly, kind, interested, just a light, a real light. Of course, then she played a really big role in the night that my wife and I met. Nick and I met at an event in Los Angeles, and Olivia was introducing me that night on stage. And there she was, part of our very, very beginning. So for that and many more reasons, she's always going to play a very, very special role in our life and place in our heart. But the really extraordinary thing about Olivia is the legacy that she's left, not only in music and film, but her humanitarian legacy is extraordinary. And that's the kind of thing that will go on for generations and help millions and millions of people. For that and so many other reasons, I love you, Livy. We love you. We miss you. And from all of us, thank you so much.
So I, like the entire world of my age, was obsessed with Grease when it came out. And so, I don't know how many years later, I got to do a movie with John Travolta. It was my second movie in Hollywood. I was completely starstruck. And I finally, after weeks, got the courage of telling John that when I was in 5th or 6th grade, I had a poster of Olivia Newton-John on my wall, which I would kiss every single night. And he had a little laugh and a chuckle, and about a week later he says, oh, by the way, I've got a little gift for you. Have you got a second? It's in my trailer. So I walked with him into his trailer, which is like the Four Seasons, by the way, that trailer. And I walked in, and sitting there at the table was Olivia Newton-John. And I literally froze, And he said, come and sit down. And I just stood there frozen because all of a sudden I was looking at a table with Danny and Sandy. And I literally turned into an 11-year-old and I started gushing. I can't remember all the things I said to Olivia, but I told her about the poster, kissing it every night. I could see her eyes glaze over and turn to John like, get this bunny ball out of here. And I think I left pretty soon after, but it was a big moment for me.